Going on, Jerome's beautiful Tuesday. Sun is shining, birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. Also, saw some comments that so we didn't do a dump on Sunday morning because Daddy was out winning the evening on Saturday night. But it's like now I can't poop. I'm so constipated because I need the dump. Got you. Minnesota Fighting Vikings started off their OTAs yesterday, and everyone's looking good. Love to see it, man. Media access will be available today, so the local media jackals will be able to feast on some carcasses. But I don't know. Like, I understand that we shouldn't get this excited about dudes and helmets and shorts, but I'm pretty pumped, pretty fired up, man. And I feel like, so we did a video today talking about, you know, how the Wolves mojo is going to rub off on the Vikings, and it's just like, hey, it's okay to win in the great state of Minnesota. All the hashtag Minnesota sports tropes go out the window. You can be young, you can be aggressive, you can be a lot of fun, and you can win ball games. I think that's what the Vikings are going to be, man. I love it. Something they're not going to be is with Justin Jefferson, likely until mandatory minicamp. So JJ skipping out on voluntary OTAs, did it last year as he and the Vikes look to get a long-term extension done. And I don't blame him. Like, he's taking care of himself. Yes, team first. But, I mean, players will talk about this. Like, you never talk about a guy and his money. All right. So that's just like that's just like a no-no. But JJ is going to get taken care of. And yeah, it's gonna work out long term. Like, everything is all lining up, right? But of course, all of the rumors and speculation, and I live for stuff like this. Complete nonsense. This is why I could never work a traditional media job, because they're like, oh, you can't talk about random internet rumors. Shut up. Shut your face. This is funny to me. So, ML football, which I get. I understand. But Friday, Justin Jefferson leaving his hotel in a chauffeured car in Florham Park, which is 3 minutes away from the New York Jets facilities located via footage exclusively obtained by blah, blah, blah. Jefferson was on attendance for Vikings OTAs today. Pat Ragazzo, New York sports writer, I think. I don't know. Sources: star wide receiver Justin Jefferson was spotted in Florham Park, New Jersey over the weekend, which is where the Jets facility is located. Jefferson is looking for a new contract with the Vikings. Possible Minnesota could trade him if they can't come to terms on a new deal. Opinion. So now, a couple things here. Number one, if JJ is looking to be traded to the Jets or the Giants, he would not be at their facilities, because that, I mean, Kirk Cousins admitted to tampering. This is like nuclear apocalypse tampering. Like, he cannot be in another team's facility. Like if a coach or a GM even talks about a player on another team at like a press conference, they get fined because they consider that tampering. So it's nonsense. I mean, you know, what's going on with JJ? Like, is he doing media in New York? Although you'd think that he would get a Manhattan place if he's, or I mean, what people do on their weekends is no one's business. Maybe JJ was out at undisclosed location just having a good time. It happens, man. Or the reason why he's in the New York area, getting a New York slice. So sue him. You'll be fine. Yeah. Although JJ to the Jets would add another chapter to the dumbest rivalry in sports history. Plus, if he went to the Jets or the Giants, we get to play him in the first 5 weeks. Why the hell not? Also, so this is such a Vikings thing. I feel like this flew under the radar too. So sort of a viral clip went around on the old Twitter machine on Monday of a Vikings rep. And it's a pretty innocuous rep. It's a 7-on-7 rep. It's whatever, right? But I don't, like, I said it at the time too, like a video yesterday. It was like, is someone leaking coach's practice film? It doesn't really sit right with me. All right. And then apparently it was Khyree Jackson who leaked it. So Khyree on his alternate Instagram account just put out the video. First rep ever by Jordan Addison. No BAP. He quick as ish. LOL. So, I mean, it's not good. Like, but also in the grand scheme of things, is it like damning? Is it like leaking the playbook online? No. I mean, come on. Although, remember Chris Cooley leaked the Washington playbook and also showed off his wiener? It's weird, man. But so the number one concern about Khyree besides age is maturity, and because he got suspended from Alabama for undisclosed reason. This doesn't help. I mean, this is literally the first day of OTAs, and he's putting out a clip of coach's practice tape on the gram. Come on, man. Come on. Like, Khyree, I still believe in you. The earth is not flat, probably, but I don't know. Come on, man. Come on. Also, come on. Blake Cashman outside. How about that? The Pride of Eden Prairie, Minnesota Golden Gopher, coming back home after time with the Jets, and as well as a breakout season with the Texans with D'Amico Ryans. Coming back home, the prodigal son, and the Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. And as we said, Cashman, who is a lunch pail middle linebacker, do all the dirty work. It's fantastic, and I think that he and Ivan Pace Jr. are going to form a dynamic duo. And he's wearing the green dot. So there's not really much you can take away from these OTA hype videos, but like small things, like sometimes you can see like what the offensive lineup is, first, second, third team, and also things like this. So Blake Cashman's wearing the green dot communicator, which is expected. And when you wear the green dot communicator, you're talking to the defensive coordinator, defensive play caller, in this case, Brian Flores, and it's up to Cashman to get the call in and get the defense set up and also make any side adjustments out there. Now, Ivan Pace Jr. actually wore the green dot for the bulk of last season, which really talks about how much Flores loves and trusts Ivan Pace Jr., and he did a good job of coordinating the defense. But now, I mean, if Cashman's in here doing the dirty work, it will free Ivan Pace Jr. up to do Ivan Pace Jr. things, which, again, it jives with my theory. It's like, hey, we are scratching the surface of Ivan Pace Jr. as a pass rusher. And like him, so generally you want a guy in the middle of the second level of the defense to do this. Like sometimes it's the middle linebacker, sometimes it's a box safety, but very rarely is it a guy that you consistently put out on the edge. So could we Pace Jr. a little bit? Come on, man. Also, in the Vikings hype video, the very first shot of the video was Tristan Jackson. Now, Tristan Jackson was formerly number 9. Currently, J.J. McCarthy's number 9. And Tristan Jackson changed to number 8. Now, first of all, Kurt has changed, man. But also, you notice underneath his jersey, it says farewell. Farewell. Or it looks like farewell. And farewell 8. Right? And also, again, this was the first opening establishing shot of the video. This was not an accident. This was just like, farewell, number 8. We moved on. See you later. Because I refuse to believe it's an accident, because respect to Tristan Jackson. Tristan Jackson's like the 70th best player on this team. Right? And you're going to lead off the OTA hype video with Tristan Jackson. Come on, man. It's great. It's really funny, man. That's hilarious. I love it. Also, something I love is the Vikings put out their draft 2024 behind-the-scenes draft video, and Kwesi was so hyped throughout the whole thing. And yes, McCarthy, Turner, all that stuff, but Kwesi was literally so friggin' pumped to get the kicker, Will Reichard, Michael Jorgen's offensive lineman, 7th round, and 7th round Levi Drake Rodriguez. Like that made his day. He was so fired up that he went win, play, show with the 3 of the late round dudes that he wanted. It's great, man. Hope they pan out. Also panning out is bring your ass. So Charles Barkley basically just handed the great state of Minnesota its marketing for the summer. All right, so Charles Barkley saying to Ant after the games, like, hey, I haven't been to Minnesota in like 20 years. Ant's like, bring your ass. All right, so Charles Barkley with the alley-oop, Ant with a dunk. So yes, Minnesota tourism board, bring your ass. I love it. And now I understand the new state flag. Like, I know the people smarter than me had their reasons for changing the flag, but now I get it. Like, honestly, fly this thing. Bring your ass. That's right. And also, just the fact that we may be weeks away from a Minnesota Timberwolves NBA title. Fingers crossed. Long ways to go. 8 games, but just allow yourself to dream just a little bit. And also, it's going to open things up for the Vikings, because this ain't your dad's Minnesota sports. We're young. We got swagger. We're going to beat your ass, and we're going to let you know about it. That's right, baby. That's right. But also, so I want the Vikings to win a Super Bowl within the next 10 years, but with Joe Burrow rocking these locks, I don't think that's going to happen. Bengals by 1,000,000. I mean, if this is actually going to be his hair, like, I had to like quadruple check to make sure this wasn't AI, because you never know nowadays. Also, how long before artificially artificial intelligence enhanced or altered evidence like swings a court case. It's got to be a matter of time, right? Or maybe it's already happened. Just like digital video, blah, 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 blah. It was obviously him. I don't know. But if Joe Burrow rocks this mane of lusciousness throughout the season, it's over. I mean, just everyone else forfeit. The Bengals, perfect season, win the Super Bowl. Bring it. Bring it, man. But that's it. Your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings news dump on this beautiful Tuesday. Vikings OTA number 2 going down today as well. And you know what to do. Skull production value.